Chia here, back for another segment with Christian of Martin's Cantina. Last question, what do you see next for the Martin enterprise? What's your vision?
The vision for the Martins, I think we want to so we have a couple of projects coming up, right? We have a restaurant in a surprise location. I won't say where, a Fiesta Martin location coming.
Is it in LA County?
LA County,
Okay.
LA County. And then we have the Antojitos Martin restaurant coming to Hollywood Park. So that has been out there and been published, and we start construction there soon. So we're excited for that project and get to be in a big stage and have our food and service there. And then we are starting to kind of look outside of that, right? And we have a couple other kind of side things going on. We have Inglewood Pedicab, which I told you about, which is like a bike service that we want to. So we've kind of planted a lot of seeds, and we want to start to, see what is the 2.0 versions of those look like. So we are looking like in the maybe 5-year projection at a couple more restaurants, maybe outside of Inglewood. I know we have 2 more coming, so that by the end of this year, God willing, we'd have 8 restaurants in the Inglewood, LA area, and a potential big project that we have on a property that we acquired, and we're looking at something big, something really big. So, and that will be here in Inglewood too. And then I think so. There's a lot more projects coming, and I think we're also just looking at improving where we're at. We're very aware of the changing climate in Inglewood, the competition coming, the renovation, all that, and that's good for. I think it's like any business. Once you go through 10 years of then you need a reset, right? And all right, let's go back and focus on the fundamentals, right? Let's go back and let's walk the Fiesta Martin restaurant. What is good? What is bad? What can we improve? Let's look at our service. Let's look at our food. So we really want to. We feel that with the 8 restaurants that we'll soon have, we have our hands full, and we really need to make sure that those 8 restaurants, people are having the best experience, right? And when you're growing, you kind of may skip here and there. So there comes a time where it's like, all right, stop the growth, let's regroup. And so we want to spend a lot of time doing that and finding ways to improve, maybe revamping some menus, introducing new drinks. And kind of just adapting to the changing climate in Inglewood. I've always said that in business, you have to constantly be changing. Maybe what worked 15 years ago is not going to work 5 years from now. So you need to be aware, and some things that are good, you don't have to change, but the ones that are, maybe you need to revamp yourself. That's what I see is a lot of work on the existing infrastructure while looking at, growth for 2 locations for sure, and then a big project. Right,
and working on your real estate portfolio always.
That's right, yeah. Our, we love real estate. We've had a passion for real estate. Going back to my parents, buying their first property, they always kind of taught us that the best investment you can make is in real estate. So ever since I can remember, my mom was just beating that in her head, like, save up for a property, save up for a property, save up for a property. And so we love real estate. I told you a little bit about my practice in real estate a little bit. One of my brothers has a real estate license, and we love buying properties and fixing them up. And I'll share with you guys something that's pretty cool. A lot of the properties that we've bought have actually been in Inglewood. So when you talk about reinvesting, the same money that we get into our community, we reinvest it. And what do? We buy properties. But not just properties just for our sake. We buy these properties, and sometimes they're multi-unit properties or single properties, whatever. And then a lot of the people that work with us rent these properties.
So you're providing housing.
We're providing housing. And what does that do when you look at it from a company standpoint? It lowers your attrition. It creates a happier employee because they have a safe environment, security, and it's proximity to work. I mean, all these things that are
it's all interconnected.
When you look at the models of Silicon Valley and some of these tech companies where they offer housing inside, it's kind of like, hey, you are invested in the community 100%. So the people that maybe were living in a different part, and now we buy a property and then they move in, well, guess what? Their water bill is with Inglewood. They do their groceries in Inglewood. They pay taxes in Inglewood. They wash their car in Inglewood. So everything starts to kind of rebuild it. So a lot of the real estate we've bought over the years has been in Inglewood, and we like to get folks that, like, before we put it on the market, which we hardly ever do, it's like we send it out, hey, we have a house, we have 2-bedroom apartment, oh, I want it. And people are always saying, be wary of that, but again, I mean, we've never really had that kind of problem.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe one day we will. And
You'll deal with it just like any other tenant.
You'll deal with it just like any other tenant or whatever. But our guys are so appreciative, their families, and it feels so great to see people. Sometimes people tell us we were paying $3,000 over here, now we're paying $2,000, so we have extra money.
Right.
And another thing we like to do is celebrate when people buy homes in our business. So whenever somebody buys a home, we congratulate them. Nice. We give them a little, something special. And we've had a lot of our employees buy homes. So we encourage that a lot, and we love that. I mean, it's kind of embedded in everything that we do. As we look at real estate, even for restaurants, we look at acquiring. That doesn't happen all the time, but if we can acquire the real estate, what we do, it's like the McDonald's model, right? That everyone talks about, but it's true. It creates a competitive edge that the other person will never have.
Right.
And because once you own the real estate, it's a different game versus paying rent on, crazy rent. And I'm not saying that that's a bad model. But either one can work. This one can fail too. Right. But it just creates an advantage of saying, if you have the building, it's a growing asset, right?
Yeah, and you have control.
And you have control. So so we love our we love our real estate, and we love talking to people like you who are doing great things in our community. So thank you for that. And we look forward to maybe hosting some real estate seminars here at the
giving
restaurant.
back I love that about you. You're all about giving back to the community. In every aspect, it's all comes back to giving back to your community.
And I think it just kind of goes back to being grounded, right? And being a human being, and understanding that you can't get this far on your own. Right. It's a team environment. A village. It takes a village. If I was to sit here on camera and say, oh, we were like, no one's gonna. It's not. Thanks to Inglewood, we are the people that have been supporting us through years. Yeah. And it's going back to this idea, like when we opened up and people, oh, you're opening because of the change, and you're opening because Inglewood is gentrifying.
You were here before that.
Yeah, right. and it's funny because the people that come to the doors is the same community that's been supporting us through so many years. And more specifically, the Black and Brown community that has made up Inglewood for so many years is the same one that has supported us for so many years. And that's why we feel so vested in here, and that's why it's home. And we feel so appreciative, and we love to give back. We do we've done scholarships for kids, and anytime the fire department, police department, anybody, the little leagues and stuff like that. Whatever opportunity presents itself, not all the time because you can't do it at all of them, but whenever opportunities present itself, we love to kind of give back because we are what we are because of the community and the hard work of our team. Yes. They contribute to our success every day, and we're very appreciative of that. So
nice. Well, thank you very much.
No problem. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for coming out, and we'll invite people to come to Martin's Cantina.
Yes. The food's great. So definitely come.
And look forward to, like I said, hosting more events here. And open the doors to our community to come and experience this space or any space in our restaurants.
Fine dining, casual dining,
whatever it is.
Juice,
whatever
you
got you.
Cool.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you.